I'm ready and I'm on.
Alright, I'm live. And the screen is recording. Okay.
We got this friend named Janae. Doesn't know how to come to the podcast on time. We're 40 minutes late. Hell, I wanna hate. Fuck you, Janae. I'll drink lemonade.
Where are you going with this?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I really lost it there. I'm sorry. I
okay.
felt good. I felt good to start, and then I don't know what happened. Fuck, we had him, dude, and then now we just got this couch. What do you think about our third host?
Our third host is a Lazy Boy style deluxe in gray.
Oh, that's actually not even. I'll tell you about that. That's a fucking corner couch, actually.
That's a corner couch.
Fat one.
Ooh.
So you're just seeing one part of the corner couch.
Very nice. So it's a Lazy Boy corner in gray.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that fucking slouching right arm.
What would you say the thread count is on it?
I've slept a few nights on that couch, I think. I'd say it's about like a 37, 38 thread count.
Okay, it's pretty good.
It's pretty woven. You know what I mean? Kind of itchy. Kind of itchy.
Yeah.
Sick.
I haven't slept on a couch in a while. I kind of miss it.
What's that?
I haven't slept on a couch in a while, and I kind of miss it.
When you get too drunk?
No, because there's no comfortable couch in my place.
Ah, okay.
It's like
I just miss when you're like at a party. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You might not know or experience this, but you're just like too faded. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's like, well, it's only a little love seater, but I think I could put my legs up on there and pass out till 7 a.m. and I'll crash there. What do you know about the soak and poke?
The soak and poke?
This Mormon shit, bruh.
Oh, soaking?
We soaking. All right, so we gotta talk about this shit.
Soak and poke threw me for a loop. I thought this was a party expression.
Ah, dude, it is a party expression.
I guess so, yeah.
It is a party expression if you go to BYU.
Yep.
For those lovely listeners who are normal humans out there, we're gonna talk to you about what soaking is. Okay, so. Connor, have you ever fucked before?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Oh, wait, Janae's back.
Oh, boy.
The gun to the mouth.
We're soaking poking?
He just needs to unmute himself so we can tell him to start recording.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Welcome to the Prepared for Nothing podcast, where me and Connor start early because... What?
He froze. I don't know if you can see him on yours, but for me, he's frozen.
Oh, this is perfect. Oh, I now see him frozen too.
Yeah.
Jay, baby.
So
we need to ask you the most important question. We've started already. Do you have Audacity up and recording for you?
Yeah, yes. Start. Start and then clap on screen. Cool.
Okay, I did it.
Jay, do you know about
What's
the
up?
soak and poke?
The soak and poke?
Yeah, the soak and poke.
Is it sexual? Is this thing like... Is it sexual?
Well, we're going to talk about this. So, in the Mormon Marines, they, you're not allowed to do the sexual intercourse before you're married. But there's some weird loophole. You know how Christians have the poop hole loophole? Where you just do, like, anal?
Fuck me in the ass.
Then that gets you out of, like, you're not a virgin because you did anal, you know? You know what I'm talking about, Jay? Mormons have this thing called soaking, which means you're
Okay, yeah,
allowed
I
to,
know about the soaking.
yeah, you're allowed to put the dick into the vagina, and you just leave it there. Like a fucking psychopath, can I just say? Like,
Yeah.
what dude out there?
Let's be real. How the hell do you not move once you've gotten that far?
Not only how the hell do you not move, but like, how the fuck do you convince a girl that that's cool, that's what you want to do? You're just like, you just put it in, you're like, yeah. What do you do when it's in?
Okay.
Do you high five or something? Maybe do a secret handshake?
Here's my question though. Wouldn't
I feel
putting
like
it in count
the
as
whole
movement?
soak. I feel like
Go
the
ahead,
soaking
Janine.
thing is just like an excuse just to get it in. And once it's in, they'll be like, all right, let me just take it out. Oh, let me readjust. Oh, let me put it back in again.
So now let's talk about this thing that's been going viral that Connor fucking sent to us. Alright, so the new thing you do if you go to BYU, because that's where all the fucking Mormon kids go to fucking soak and poke. You just show up there, okay? And you tell if you're a nice Mormon girl, and you're like, man, I'm fucking 18. I'm looking for my returned missionary. All right, we're gonna soak it. Okay, so you get in bed, no condom, you haven't even made out yet. You're in the BYU dorms at like 2 in the afternoon when you're allowed to be around each other, right? And you let your female roommate know, like, yo, me and my boyfriend are gonna soak it up later. Now, the act of sex is the thrusting part, and that's the sin, right? So what you do is you just like you soak it up in your bed, and then your roommate comes in, and just like is deciding to have a Taylor Swift type of day or something. You know what I mean? Just wants to get it on, and comes in and decides, hey, fucking, I want to jump on your bed. And they start jumping on the bed and just having a good time. And boy, man, you were just so innocently soaking and just chilling, but then your roommate started bouncing on your bed, and oh boy, I couldn't control it. I was getting thrusted, but that wasn't my choice.
Yeah. I had some questions about that though. Like, does that mean the jump humper is responsible for any child support?
Only if you get pregnant.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Do they get to go to partial hell for fucking making you have sex?
That's the other thing too. Do they get any dominance over like what good deeds that child does in Mormon heaven?
But we're talking no kids.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
This is a condom event, which you're not supposed to do, but we're gonna fucking.
Right. But that's
You can't get busted, dude.
yeah.
Can't get busted busting a nut.
Well, no, that's the thing. If it happens, you didn't have sex, therefore it's a virgin impregnation. That's Jesus.
Do you think Jesus was soaking poked?
Maybe.
Oh
Do you
my
think
God.
Joseph was up in there
Oh my
soaking,
God, Joseph.
and there was an earthquake, and God was like, "Oh, it was an earthquake," and Joseph was just kind of like, "Ugh."
The three wise men showing up. We are here to try help for you.
"Oh my God, dude! I think we know what happened."
You know, I always wondered though, like,
Jade's been really quiet on this topic.
doesn't the concept of
Yeah,
pulling it
dude,
in
yeah.
and then eventually pulling it out count as thrusting?
I guess that's one thrust.
Dude, like, these virgins, they're so sensitive. They just want anything and everything that they can get. And I don't know if the church said soaking's okay. Is soaking okay? I don't think soaking's okay. Because
It's
once you
up in the air.
penetrate,
I don't know. No one will
you're
confirm
in
it
there.
or deny it.
Because there's no fucking prophet that's gonna come out here and be like, "Hey, so remember we said no fucking, we mean no soaking either." You know
Well,
what
I
mean?
know that Mormons kind of like follow the Old Testament, like a lot of Muslims follow what the Old Testament says as well, and in that it's just like um, what's it called? Sex outside sex outside of marriage. What's it called? What's that word? God,
Premarital
I'm like,
sex.
yes, exactly.
Jesus
Premarital is just
Christ,
like,
you fucking tard.
I know I am tarded lately. Like, as soon as you see another person naked, that counts as a sin. If it's not your wife.
What if they're just like running around naked? Like, what about this? Oh, this is a topic. How about this? All right, boys. I was in LA this week, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And the very last day there,
You soak and poked it.
we were soaking and poking on the beach. You know what I mean? Just chilling.
Ugh. Dude, on a beach.
Yeah, dude, sounds great.
Voyeurism.
And we looked over, and it wasn't on the beach. It was kind of up more by the pier, by the Santa Monica Pier.
Mhm.
And I'm looking at this figure that looks like about a 400-pound lady. And what I'm seeing are the 400-pound lady's titties, right? And look over at my lovely wife, and I'm like, man, is that a giant fat bitch's titties out over there? And she was lovely enough to point out to me that it wasn't the fat bitch's titties we were seeing. It was her back fat titties.
I've
So
seen
she
the
was-
back fat titties, and I'm like, dude, I feel so bad about the back fat titties. Because
Bro,
what do
she
you
had-
do to
Dude,
work
she-
that out?
Dude, she had some F cup back fat titties, is what I'm saying, right? So then we realized, yo, this bitch has got her back fat titties out. What about the rest of it? When we get around the corner and we realize this bitch is just sitting nude as fuck on this patch of grass. No clothes on at all.
Oh
Just-
my god.
Tits hanging out. She's gigantic, and I'm assuming this is gonna sound horrid because it's gonna sound like I'm fat shaming, but I'm assuming she was out there like trying to break the stigma of like fat people being naked. But she was just chilling there, all naked, and so we went to this like fucking
It's one of those things where you can't look away too.
no. And we saw this old guy walk up and start talking to her, and we kind of were laughing like that dude was trying to get it in, you know. We finally went to this restaurant, and we were sitting at this restaurant eating on the patio, and you could see her out there, you know
Oh
what
my
I mean?
God.
And all of a sudden, the cops walk up, and you got to watch her so perfectly as the cops walk up. She just like gave him one of those hands, you know, got up, put the towel on, and walked off. And it almost seemed like they had done this every day with her. Like,
Oh my god.
okay, Janice, come on. You know, every day we gotta come do this. And she's like, okay, I'll just leave. You know what I mean?
Sea life is beautiful on the beach, no?
No, dude, they're a giant beach whale.
God.
I had to say it.
I mean, what do you...
So like,
How do you not
how
say
were
it,
how were
bro?
the front titties compared to the back fat titties?
I didn't see
Because it'd
the
be really weird if up front she has A cups and out back she got some F
That'd be so depressing.
cups.
what do you call it? Okay, I'm gonna hold on. I need to go so I can see my camera so I can like really describe this to you guys. Okay. What if I was sitting, right? I'm just a dude, right? I'm chilling, sitting.
Justin, pull the camera back up. Pull the camera back up. This looks like one of those Camp Soda websites
Okay, that's fine.
where
Okay.
it's just like no
Imagine-
face, just
Imagine I was so fat. I was sitting like this, but my titties were so big they were down and you couldn't see them because I
going through
kind
your
of
thigh.
have my leg up over my titties on the fat, you know. So like I saw the back fat titties,
That's a flexible woman.
but it's dude, she was sitting in some fucking crazy positions. I won't lie, but she was like really on some like leg up over the titties shit.
Wow.
I don't know. I think I did. I didn't see her tits, but I did see one like. God, this is horrid. I'm just so fat shaming.
I mean, it's one of those.
you are
things where
fat
it's
shaming,
like-
and you don't know what those titties did. Those titties started a generation.
Most
know,
titties have probably
Serve the
started
family.
fucking few generations.
Exactly. Those
Do
are
you
some
know-
generational titties.
You guys ever seen like thigh fat cleavage?
Thigh fat cleavage.
Yeah. So again, I'm gonna just go down on the legs here.
Justin,
Great,
stop it.
great crotch shot. Ready? Imagine if I had fat that went from here
Okay.
out and then up. So it's like you got boob fat on your inner thigh, you know? She was rocking some of that, but it was drooping down below her knees. So she was walking out with her towel, and you could see her inner thigh fat dripping down below her knees. I was like, damn, this bitch is fucking all right. Like, I admire it a little bit. Like, she's out here
You are
saying,
fat shaming.
fuck you.
This definitely counts as fat shaming, Justin.
I mean, okay, Janae, here's a challenge for you. Describe this woman based off what Tilly has told you without using any fat shaming terminology.
Go ahead, Janae.
This Oompa Loompa
Go
came
ahead.
into the room.
She wasn't short, by the way.
Okay, she wasn't short. She was healthy, heavy.
Oh, there's no way you could use healthy to describe this bitch.
She lumpy. How about lumpy? Lumpy,
No.
heavy. Heavy,
No.
lumpy.
You're using really nice words.
There should be a word for these types of people.
Fat is fuck. We have
Fat.
it.
There are words, they just don't like the words.
Gigantic beached whales on the side of the ocean.
Dude, sometimes I feel so bad.
Words for
Like,
these people.
when you see... I mean, like, I've gained a few pounds, for sure. But I don't feel like I'm that lumpy, right?
No, there's differences in, like,
Right?
being fat and being excessively fat.
Janae,
No,
your tits, can you put your fucking calves up over and rest your calf on your fucking tits? Because they sag so far down, you can fucking... Nah.
No, dude, I just feel bad. I mean, obviously those people, like, they didn't choose to look like that. But it's tough to work out, and it's tough to get in shape. And sometimes they just accept who they are and the way they are. And that's fine. More power to them. I bet
That's what I think this lady
she's
was.
really
I
comfortable in her own skin. I bet she had to be, because people have told her, made her uncomfortable for a while. But
By the way, too, this wasn't like in the middle of the beach out of nowhere. This is in the corner of where the Santa Monica Pier meets the Santa Monica fucking like a boardwalk. So
you know what? I'm
popular spot.
I'm starting a movement. Normalize back fat boobs. The NBFB Society.
Okay. So do you have to cover, if you have back fat boobs, do you have to cover your front boobs with your calf like this?
No, you can free them.
Oh, you can free the front tip.
Janae's gonna make bank off of patenting like these octo cup bras that hold you up in the front and the back.
Oh my god, 4-titty bras?
Yeah, but like bras are sort of made to like accentuate a cleavage and like have shape. I feel like with back fat boobs, you kind of want to flatten.
Well, it's also supposed to like support the weight of them.
Oh yeah, there is weight of them. See, maybe it's evolution, because the front boobs get so heavy, they need something in the back to stabilize it. So that's
It's a
why the bottom puts
Whoa!
counterbalance.
It's like when you're trying to play horseshoes and you're not drunk and you need a beer in your left hand because you're trying to throw horseshoes with your left hand. You need that like counterbalance. These fat bitches need the back fat.
Yeah. I mean, like, their bodies know. They're like, all right, this person is not going to build any muscles around the spine. We need to balance this out with a counterweight. Redistribute the fat.
Oh god, we're front heavy. Better make ourselves back heavy so we don't fall over.
Our abs are a little weak. Let's put some weight on the back. God, we're fucking horrid people.
Hey, dude, that works. Like, have you ever seen in pickup trucks that like lift like a lot of weight and they just like put a bunch of leaf springs in the back so the truck looks like this.
Yeah.
And then because the truck is mostly loaded all the time, so then it just stays like that, level. I mean, it's opposing forces, but it works.
I guess
So
so.
we need to just give these bitches some fucking leaf springs up in their abs and.
Exactly.
Connor,
Justin,
you
so tell
told.
me.
Oh, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna
No,
ask
no,
about California. If you have something written, we can go
no,
forward.
no. I got shits, but I'd love to riff it. What's up?
Oh, okay. I was just asking, how is California compared to Utah?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you guys this, cause Jay, you will know me. You will know this part of this sentiment from me. I hate Californians. I've hated them forever. I always have. And I realized on this trip that Californians are only shitty outside of California.
Exactly.
You stick Californians back in California, and there's some really cool ass, nice ass, fucking chill people.
Mhm.
But it's like all of a sudden you're taking a monkey out of their habitat, and they're just like, "Mah!" You know what I mean? That's like when you get Californians out. Dude, I won't lie, bro. I loved LA. I thought I was gonna go there. Hated the traffic, the busyness, all that shit, dude. I fucking loved it out there. So
Yeah. I think because California is so big, it's like its own country. So when you take the people out of that, they don't understand like, oh, you're in a different state with different laws and different types of people. But when
Yeah.
you're in California, it's just like it's so you never have to like people never have to leave the state for what they need to do.
have you
People
ever heard?
don't.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Have you guys ever heard the term designer drugs?
Yeah.
There's a lot of them in California.
For like $10 legally at every other store.
In the store?
Dude, the weed shops out in Cali. I don't
Oh,
want to
okay.
get into the details and shit, but like when you're buying hash coated, keef rolled, gigantic blunts for $10, and you're like, Jesus Christ! Like this is cheaper than a cigarette, you know?
It's kind of funny that pre-rolls are cheaper than cigarettes.
Dude, it was. I don't want to get into details, but like insanely cheap, insane. I'm walking into the shops and I'm getting this shit, and they're like $35, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, here's 40, keep the change.
Right.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I know, it's crazy to think that like, oh my god, cigarettes are so expensive and people don't smoke that much in the States. Why are these companies still making so much money? They make money in other countries.
Yeah. I saw like
Yeah.
$25 a pack on some smokes in some places, and I was like, Jesus, like a pack of joints is almost that cheap right now. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're literally looking at like cigarettes are slowly becoming less of an issue because people cannot afford them. They can afford street drugs cheaper than cigarettes.
dude, it's like when they're put like New York has like a 22% tax on cigarettes. Like, dude, I'm telling you, these prices I was buying on some shit, and that was after taxes. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Fucking hell, dude. Oh no, so it was a lot of fun. I went to the Comedy Store 2 nights. I got to see a bunch of fucking fire ass comedians. Saw Eric Griffin from Workaholics. I saw Bobby Lee. I saw Dom Herrera, Kirk Fox. I mean, I just saw a bunch of heavy hitters in my 2 nights there. That was unreal for me. Two big 21 Pilots concerts that were a lot of fun.
So you were there for a week, right?
Yeah, 6 days. And so
Dude.
we did 2 concerts, 2 comedy shows, and then the last day we went to the Lakers Nets game, which would have been a lot cooler, but it's preseason still, so everyone sat, so they didn't play any of the good players. But it was kick ass. Like, it was just gangster time. That's all I gotta say about it.
It was the best
Dude, that's
day
awesome.
ever. I got to
Good
see
for you.
LeBron sit for an hour and a half.
Dude, I literally watched him for like 3 hours. I wasn't even watching the game. I was like, look at how LeBron is pointing out to Russell Westbrook on the fast breaks. He's talking to him every time, and he keeps pointing out how they need to. I think he's trying to say they need to push to the right side.
I like how the way you describe you watching it though is kind of like how those people that get bearded dragons and just sit and stare at it while it sits on a rock all day.
Yes, dude. The game was
And they're
going
like, this
on.
is the coolest thing ever.
Game was going on all crazy around me, and I'm just sitting there like, I think these two dudes are sharing seats. These are two 6-footers. God damn it. And then he just gets up and walks off. Look at him, dude. Here we are.
You can see his shadow movements. What is that? Oh, he's plugging it.
Oh, charger. Look at that ass, dude. Bend it over, Jay. Yeah. That gut, too. Looking good. Fiery. It's got some dad bod going on. Not too bad.
I mean, he's allowed to. He's a dad.
He is a dad now. I have the same bod, and I'm not a dad, so I shouldn't be allowed to talk shit. You know?
You can be one of those fur baby people.
Oh, okay.
I just don't know if you really want to because
No.
the last fur baby I know I did not like.
No. I got, like, Uncle Bod.
Yeah. God, I hate those people.
Oh, God, he just scrooched us in right to his crotch, too. He just pulled us in right to the ball sack.
God, I hate
what
those
up, ball sack, baby?
those license plates shit that's just like who saved who, fur baby.
Janae,
What did I
Benson,
miss?
there's nothing better on this podcast than when you walk away and we get to see you, and then you slowly pull the table in right at your fucking nutsack. it's like it makes.
He
my
was
day.
complaining you were having like porn cam.
Dude, we were getting some good shots there, some ass ones.
Come
and
into
then
me.
You straight up like went in at the ball sack there, dude. Like we got some shotties.
This is my
Thanks,
premium.
Thanks,
Boys
man.
and girls, if you want to see the
Only
shots
on the Prepared for Nothing podcast can you witness such marvels.
I tried to talk shit on your gut too, but then I realized that I have the same gut, and I was calling yours a dad gut, but I don't have a kid, so like it's
No,
worse.
you're a dog dad. That counts.
No, it doesn't. Some bullshit.
Yeah, dude, you do a lot. You do a lot for
That's
Jack.
some bu-
You do
no.
do a lot.
Is the I will be the number one person to admit that the fucking responsibilities of a dog and the responsibilities of a child are not even comparable.
I mean, okay, yeah. As for like a newborn, they're not comparable. But I feel like if it's like a 7-year-old, yeah, they're comparable.
Do you know what I did earlier today? I was like, I
What?
want to go to the gas station. No, the grocery store. So instead of like preparing my house or doing anything to get it ready to leave my dog here, I just ran him out and threw him in the car. He went to the grocery store with me for 15 minutes and just slept in the back seat of the car. You can't be leaving no fucking 7-year-old just kick it here in the back of the car and then not have to
Oh,
get
when I
back
was
to
7, my mom would
fighting
leave me
and-
in the car.
fighting and screaming and all that
Yeah.
bullshit. I got back and he was just like, "So, dude," and like, it's like
Oh, where'd you
nothing
go?
happened. It's like nothing happened, dude.
God.
It was kick ass.
Yeah, my mom would leave me in the car when I was 7. When I was
Oh.
5, she'd leave me in the car.
I want to get back to a topic here. I'm fucking right turning here.
Okay.
Tell me about this cam girl you met, Connor.
Oh my God. So
You met a cam girl?
yeah. So
It's a funny
Wait,
story.
hold up.
actually.
Wait. I need to ask before
Yeah.
you get started.
yeah.
What happened with the pork chop?
What happened with the what?
The pork chop.
What pork chop?
The Borg line.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
So
do we want to get into this?
yeah, no, we
Or-
can. I went home because when I left, they were like texting me. It's like, well, we're gonna come search your car, and it's just like, no. No, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing to come unlock the car for you. So it's just like, I'm going to come home and we're going to sort this out. So I come home and I go and search the house while they search my car. And of course, they don't find anything in my car because it's like you pop the trunk and it's empty. There's nothing in it. So I go through the house and sure enough, there's no pork loin. So it's like, all right, I'm going to go back to Smith's and see if we left it in the parking lot or something. So I go back to Smith's. Of course, it's not in the parking lot. If it is, a homeless person probably got it within the past, 2 hours since we bought it. Go into the
You don't want
store.
that pork chop.
Yeah, I go into the store. It's ask them. It's like, okay, I know this is gonna sound stupid, but did someone bring in a shopping cart that had a pork loin in it? They're just like, no. Well, you can talk to Joe because he does like returns and stuff like that. It's like, okay. So I go over and tell him, it's like, look, I got a pork loin today. It was a buy one, get one literally like 2 hours ago, and it never made it to my car. Can I like get a new one or something? And he's like, did you go through one of the registers? I'm like, yeah, I went to register 4, so is it possible he left it there? And he's like, probably, but they usually just put it back if that's the case, so probably bagger just forgot to put it in your cart. You can just go pick out one in about the same size. I'm like, okay, cool. So I went and grabbed one, and it's like $2 more than the one I got because that was the cheapest one they had at that point. Everyone already got the $10 ones, so I'm stuck with like the $13 ones. And I told him that it's like, look, the one I got was like $10, so I'll pay you the $3 difference if I need to. And he's like, no, you're all right.
Fucking don't worry.
So I
'Cause you're
essentially,
making more work for him at that point.
yeah, so I essentially got a more expensive pork loin than what I paid for, but it was so stupid that I had to go through all this process, and I came back and it's like, how do you lose a pork loin? Because it wasn't one, it was 2. It was a buy one, get one, and they lost both of them. They're not in my
Dude,
car.
But
They're
the
not
thing
in
is,
our house.
it's just a pork loin. Why was it such a big deal?
Oh, because it's like they were going to make it for dinner or something. I don't know. I honestly
Okay.
don't know.
Connor, you're a beautiful editor.
Yeah.
You're a good guy. I feel like even the guy like Joe at Smith's was like, dude, I can feel this man has some angry women at home.
I was gonna
No,
say,
I was more angry than
I heard
them.
the rest of the story the night that it happened, and it was
Yeah.
a little different than
Oh
it's
my
been told now.
God.
But
I was so fucking angry that day. And I mean, like, that was the worst part about it, too, was that I had done bad on a test before all this. I was having a bad day. It's just like, okay, I'm going to go to Tilly's. We're going to do the podcast. I'm going to have a good time. And like 30 minutes in, it's like, we lost a pork loin. And it's like, how the fuck do you lose a pork loin? It is like the size of my fucking forearm. Like, how do you lose 2 of them? How do you lose 2 of them? Yeah, I was just thinking, it's like, okay, it's probably like under the table or something, or like next to the door, and they just never brought it in. But that was the other thing too. It's like, why are we finding this out 2 hours after we bought it?
do you want to tell me what really happened?
Oh my god! You can tell them if you want.
No, that's
It's
no.
a podcast. It's a podcast.
I
It's
sorted
public.
that
It's
out.
a public.
That's all. I'm
Oh
just
my God.
laughing.
I was so fucking angry about that too. But
Okay,
Okay,
will
well,
you
you're not-
please tell
you're
us?
not,
Can we get to? I have a list of topics. Okay,
All right.
we are 34 minutes into this. I had soak and poke and cam girls. We haven't even gotten to number
all right,
2.
so cam girl. So my girlfriend brought one of her friends from high school into town, and they were going to stay with us. We got like an Airbnb, and that was a whole ordeal because evidently you can't rent an Airbnb if you're under 25 now. Like, not one that isn't just a single room in someone's house. And it's just like, I'm not going to do that for 3 people. That doesn't work for 3 people. So we got a like Airbnb through TripAdvisor, and we were going to go stay there. And it was like, I hadn't seen this person since high school, but they're a nice enough person. They're very extroverted, like almost preppy. And so it's exhausting to interact with them.
Right?
Because, I mean, this isn't like, your kind of extroversion. This is like, I'm going to hit you with 4 statements in one breath that are all completely different things, and you're just supposed to sit there and take it and try and respond and keep up with me. And it's just like, oh my god, are you on like speed or something? Like, how the hell are you this hyperactive? But
I'm gonna ask you later what my type of extroversion is.
okay,
by the
okay.
way. Keep going, by the way.
But so we like through small talk and stuff. I was just like, so, you know, were you able to get like the extra day off because they extended their trip last minute by a day? And they're like, oh yeah, no, it's no problem. I make my own hours. And it's like, oh, okay, well, that's convenient. It's like, yeah, it's like a independent, like I'm my own boss, work from home kind of deal. And it's like, oh, and in my head, I'm thinking it's like, okay, so you probably got wrapped into like some post high school scam.
MLM.
Like, yeah, MLM
contractor
pyramid thing. You're probably selling
somewhere.
Cutco knives or some shit. A little bit later, we got on the topic of like sexual activity. And they're just like, well, I should know. I'm a cam girl. And it's like, what? And it's like, well, yeah, I do it professionally. And like, literally proceeds to show us her site and all this shit. And it's just like, I don't really know you that well. And here
You're
me-
showing me
What's
your
the-
asshole.
what's the
Yeah.
website? What's the website?
She's through X Hamster, which is like an actual notable website too, which was kind of interesting.
Which is
Yeah.
I have no idea what that website is.
That's okay. I think it's like number 4 or 5 of the top porn sites. So and evidently she has like a massive following, which is great. But evidently she's still living like, she's like, yeah, I'm living paycheck to paycheck basically.
It can be great, dude.
Yeah, it's like, well, how much are you making? It's like, well, I average about like $80 an hour. So I make about, you know, $4K every 2 weeks. I get paid weekly. And it's just like, how are you living paycheck to paycheck? Like, how extravagant is your lifestyle?
I feel like that's what other people are just extravagant with it.
Yeah,
You
it's
could-
just like,
you could
well,
spend-
my bills are like $3,000 a month. It's just like, what the fuck are you paying
Where
for?
does she live?
Well, that's the other thing too. It's just like I found out she lives actually near where my parents live, which isn't a very expensive
okay.
part of town. And she said she's in an apartment. And it's like, what $3,000 apartment exists in Nevada?
It's probably
Like-
$2,000 for rent. It's probably like a 3-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, it's like,
Bro, you want to know how fraudulent these people are?
yeah,
One of the top 10 people on TikTok, Addison Rae. She's
Mhm.
like famous as fuck, you know?
mm-hmm,
Our Airbnb host in LA at the house we were staying at, in the little guest house, in the apartment we were staying at, they were telling us that, like, oh yeah, Addison Rae and her family stays here all the time, and they just do it directly through me. And all I'm thinking is, like, this room that you're saying Addison Rae and her parents and her whole family stay in, it's got a fucking futon in it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this isn't a fucking, like,
this isn't a family place.
this isn't
is
a
like
gigantic ass
couple's
fucking
place, yeah.
mansion place. This is your fucking garage that you split in half and put
Mhm.
2 futons in each half in a bathroom. You're trying to brag to me that Addison Rae stays here. It's like, well, Addison Rae obviously isn't that rich because I fucking work retail and I could afford the same
Right.
fucking
This
same
is probably
fucking
where, like,
shit ass Airbnb.
Addison
and
Rae
shit.
stayed a night because her other Airbnb canceled like
Oh,
one day
and
on
no,
her or
it's to
some
the
shit.
point that now she's so tight with her and her parents that last time they tried to stay in LA, her room was booked, so they just stayed in the guest room of my house. And, you know, her parents just stay directly with me in my house. And I'm like,
You're just losing money on
and I'm
them.
like, and I'm just listening to this, like, your house ain't that big. Like, I'm looking at
Addison Rae literally just living off you.
yeah, yeah. it's
You
like
you tell me you getting
Mm.
mooched by a celebrity, you know, 1%er? I don't think so, man.
She's supposed to be one of the top like TikTok people in the world, and she's I can stay in the same place she's staying at.
Like, let's be
like,
real. Addison Rae probably just has like a
Dude, that guy,
vacation home
it
in
sounds like he's
LA.
just bullshitting you.
I don't know. She was pretty cool with a lot of different shit, but just that one
Yeah.
cracked me up. Then she's like, if you want to find things to do in LA, just go to TikTok and search Los Angeles, and that's how to find shit. And I'm like, damn, she's so sucked you into this whole TikTok world.
I'm just
This
thinking too,
social
it's
media
like
bullshit. God.
on the flip side, my favorite thing is when you go to like these rinky-dinky Chinese restaurants and like the woman's all excited because she has a wall of like celebrities that have come in, and you can look at it and be like, oh wow, no, that's actually him. And other ones, it's like, that's a pretty convincing looking version of him.
Yeah.
Pete
LA
Davidson
is really.
sure looks like him.
I could see why she fell for this one.
What are you saying,
Oh,
Jay?
dude. Yeah, I was just like thinking about LA and all of the halal and kosher restaurants over there.
I was actually in. This is really funny to say, and I don't know how to say it in a good way, so I'm just gonna say it. Welcome to the Prepared for Nothing podcast. I was in like the Jew neighborhood of LA.
All right, kosher
You know
town.
how there's like Koreatown and there's all
Yeah.
these different things. I was right outside of Beverly Hills, not even like a stone throw from billionaire mansions in Beverly Hills.
Mhm.
Like just across the street in this neighborhood called Beverly Wood, which is like knockoff Beverly Hills.
Right.
And every restaurant in this like small section was all like kosher bagel shops. That's pretty much all it was for like 5
Oh,
blocks.
dude.
How's it going? I'm a lawyer.
Dude, I was like, okay, the guys who didn't want to live in fucking Beverly Hills moved over here 1 block out.
So they're close to their clients.
not paying the prices they are.
Yeah. Those houses are too expensive.
Janae, do you remember Urban Meyer that used to be a coach for the University of Utah football team?
Urban Meyer?
Do you remember the year that the U went undefeated and they didn't
The
get
Sugar Bowl.
Yeah, and they didn't get a chance to play in
Yeah.
the national championship even though they were undefeated. Their coach that year was this guy Urban Meyer, and he's a legendary college football coach. Coached Tim Tebow in Florida. He's coached at like every major college institution. Now this year he's getting his first shot as an NFL coach, right? And this dude's team has been shitting the bed bad. They're 0-4 and it is not looking good.
What team is he coaching?
The Jaguars.
Oh.
So he's coaching a shit team. They're not doing good. And this motherfucker, okay, this last week, okay, they play the Thursday night game. And they lose. And then after they lose the Thursday night game to the Bengals in Ohio, which is where he's from, he tells the whole team he's not going to fly back with them. That he's going to stay in town for the weekend to go to dinner with his family and hang out with his family. So he sends his team home. Which, by the way, anybody who's in the NFL has been reported to say that that's not something an NFL coach ever fucking does. Like, people who are being like, I've been around the NFL for 50 years. I've never heard of an NFL coach not flying back with their team after. So he goes to the bar that he owns. It's like Urban Meyer's Steakhouse or whatever is what it's called. And as he's there, this young college girl who's like 22, keep in mind this dude's like 60, he's grinding up on him. And there's videos, you can see him straight fucking sticking his finger up under her skirt right at her booty hole, and he's definitely fingering her right in the butthole on the dance floor. Bro,
in the booty
he's doing it from behind, and it's not some under thing. It is some like diagonal, and it is
Are
just
you
some
sure it was the booty hole?
Bro, there's no way that you get to a vagina in that angle where his hand was at.
Fingering a stranger's booty hole?
He not a stranger. This is a college girl who is like trying to get with.
No, this is a stranger. They don't know each other.
Still a stranger.
They don't know each other. They're strangers because that's what he keeps trying to say to his family. Oh, she was just a stranger and she was dancing on me asking for pictures. But there's multiple views of him with his hand up the back of her skirt. Fucking not underhooked. Fucking just straight booty fingering her.
is the Urban Meyer's video?
Dude, yeah, just search that and
Bro.
you'll see the picture.
He really is the
Bro, he's straight up. He
Jacksonville
is. Yes.
coach.
He's
He is the. It's where he
100%.
belongs. Jacksonville, Florida.
The Jacksonville coach out there fucking finger booty banging some fucking college girls. This dude is
Blake Bortles would be
married.
proud.
This dude should have been flying home with the team that he is the coach for. And instead, he stuck behind to have dinner with his family. And instead of going out to dinner with his family, he stayed at the restaurant and booty bumped a girl
From Ohio.
from Ohio. Fucking Cleveland
Florida.
or some bullshit, dude.
Jacksonville,
Junaid,
Florida
I know you're
coach.
watching these videos right now. You see that hand right off the back of the skirt. I know you see it. I see it in your glasses.
No, I just haven't seen the video. I can't find the video. I just saw the picture.
Dude, the picture is all you need to see.
Oh,
The vi-
gross.
The video's been scrubbed, but he is definitely just right up in this girl's booty hole. If he's not in her booty hole, he's definitely like...
Near it.
Urban Meyer. I thought
Urban-
it was Urban Meyer.
No, Urban. Urban. He's like one of the most celebrated college football coaches of all time. Who just made the
Dude,
jump.
so
to the
what
NFL.
if he got a little booty hole?
Bro, he's married with kids, and he should have been back with his team, who's
Come
the worst
on,
team
man.
in the NFL. And instead of coaching his team, that's the worst team in the NFL, he's just out here fucking
Look,
finger gunning.
look.
booties.
When his team sits down, it's like, look, man, this isn't cool. It's unprofessional. He's just gonna be like, look, that's how you score.
No, do you want to know?
What were you doing? That's
Do you
how
want
you
to know what
score.
he said? Do you want to know what happened actually?
What?
So he canceled Monday practices
Okay.
like a pussy, and then went in. And instead of addressing the whole team individually, he went into position meetings. So it's essentially there's like a meeting with just the running backs,
Mm-hmm.
one with just the linemen, one with just the defensive backs,
Mhm.
one with all the positions, right? And he went in each of them and apologized. And apparently he left every single one to just laughter. Because he was in there just being like, I didn't know this girl, like I didn't really know what was going on. They just wanted to take some pictures and like I shouldn't have done that, and they're all just sitting there being like, nah, you were booty blasting this bitch on the fucking club floor. Like, if
They're
you
all-
just came out and was like, I shouldn't have done that. I
In
shouldn't have
reality,
been fingering her asshole.
The entire team got home, went to a bar in Jacksonville, Florida, and did the
Yeah.
exact same thing.
But they were also
know
a
what?
bunch of them are mad
I'm gonna
because
give
he
him
was
the
supposed
benefit
to
of the
fly
doubt.
back with them.
Mm-hmm.
And here he is, he's telling them all to go back and go to practice the next day so he could stay back and fucking...
Right. The fact that he wouldn't own up to something they all literally did that same night.
And he's just trying to tell him like, it was just like a small mistake. Shouldn't have done that. It's like, and that's what every sports commentator is saying. Is if he would have just come out and said like, yo, dude, I got drunk, I fucked up. Then the players might have been like, all right, like we're all adults, we expect you. We're not like fucking kids.
It would have
out
been
here."
like, damn, I guess that is how you score.
Damn, bro. All right, Urban. Like nuts. Hope
Yeah.
I don't smell that on my fingers afterwards. Like,
Look, man, just don't shake
Dude,
my hand,
I just
okay?
realized that the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars
Saab
is a
Khan.
Pakistani dude
Yeah.
with some insane mustache style.
Yeah, dude, Saab Khan is his name or something like that. He's got some serious.
Oh.
And did you hear what he said? He said about Urban Meyer is he pretty much was like, he lost our respect and he's gonna have to earn it back, which pretty much is very fancy, rich billionaire way of saying, I'm waiting till I can fire him without it costing me a lot of money.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't think he really cares. He just kind of said it to like move forward.
No, they're about to fire him for damn sure. They're trying to find ways to fire him without cause so they can fire him with cause
Mm-hmm.
so that they don't have to pay him his back salary for this whole shit. So now it's coming down to this whole money shit. They're just looking to fire him, but they're trying to figure out not how to lose like
Dude,
31
let
million
him
before
have
they
a-
fire him.
Dude, Sugar Bowl, man. Just for that
Bro,
Sugar Bowl, he gets
Bro,
a
this
booty hole.
guy is coaching the worst team in the NFL. And he came in and his whole thing was how he was going to finally change the culture of this team. And he was going to change the culture. And he's a culture man. And he's going to come in here and teach the Jacksonville Jaguars culture for the first time. And he's been bragging for months all about how he's a man of culture. And he's going to teach this team culture. And then he's out there fucking finger squirting some girl, right?
Our culture is going to be apologizing for scoring.
Dude, and I've been listening to multiple
it's okay.
NFL players being like, there's never been a coach. There's been, like, apparently if you're Tom Brady or, like, Peyton Manning, you're, like, the top person in the league. If you want to hang back in a city for a day or two because you have family there, apparently if you're the best player on the team, they'll let you do that. But they don't let coaches do that. Like, no coaches ever. And he did it for fucking 4 days. And it was just back booty blasting girls at his own fucking restaurant, dude. The one with his name on it.
Speaking, though, of Pakistan, Junaid, can you do a southern accent?
Oh, yeah, I can do a southern accent.
Can you do, like, a redneck accent?
Oh, I thought you meant southern Pakistani accent.
No, like a redneck accent.
Yeah, I can definitely do a southern accent, you know.
All right.
I can go really hard with it, or I can take a little easy back. I can go trailer trash. I can go trailer trash. You want me to go trailer trash?
Yeah, so with your trailer trash accent, can you speak Punjabi?
Oh, okay, this is gonna be hard.
Okay, all right.
I've been seeing shit like this on TikTok. I want to hear it.
आपको समझ आता है? क्या बोल रहा हूँ? इस तरह से बात नहीं करते.
Dude, I don't even know what you're saying. This is the funniest shit I've ever heard.
Are you saying like just real trashy stuff too, or?
No, I was like, don't you guys understand what I'm saying? Don't talk like that. Like, have some respect and things like that. I'm just saying just phrases and things like that I'm used to because I get in
shit
fights.
on white people.
ये जो गोरे लोग हैं ना, ये बड़े बड़े लोग हैंगे.
Oh, that's
इधर
awesome.
से चपेट मान दो, उधर से चपेट. I can't
With
do
the
it.
accent.
It's so
With
hard.
the accent.
It's so hard with the accent. Okay.
This is literally a segment that we
ये
wrote
जो
out
गोरे
for
लोग
today.
हैं. I can't do it, dude. It's also, you have to think a lot about it. You think really hard about it. Because, like, for the longest time, I've been trying to speak the language without an accent.
So now to add a, like, southern accent
Now
to it
to
is
add, like, a southern accent.
It's not
Really
even
hard.
like an accent you're trying not to have. It's now trying to add an accent you never originally had.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good exercise, though. Someone who's training in accents.
Good language practice.
Fuck, dude.
I'm satisfied with that.
Me too.
Maybe my wife
Me
will
too.
be able to do it.
Oh.
That'd be funny.
Oh. That's very key.
I've been like dreaming about just grilling in the backyard and just missing like grilling up steaks in the backyard, hanging out, having a good time. That I was the idiot who bought a grill in mid-October in Utah from Home Depot yesterday.
I'm
And
sure
it's
the
snowing
weather
next week.
today was perfect for that, huh?
I'm sure you got a good deal on that shit, though.
Nope, there were no sales. I still got it. It was a charcoal grill too.
Charcoal you.
He bought charcoal in Utah.
Bro. Do you just feel like he went from the life to a fucking charcoal grill?
Yeah, I like charcoal grill. I've grilled on charcoal a lot.
Charcoal grills are really nice when you don't have a job.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time.
Dude, starting just up a charcoal grill.
It takes forever.
Dude, cooking food on a charcoal grill is like a 3-hour adventure.
The guests are getting here at 3 for the cookout and better start it. Oh, it's 7 a.m.?
Yeah.
That's plenty of time.
Now all of a sudden you get off at 6 o'clock at night and you're looking at your charcoal grill and you're like, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I grilled hella tonight too. Fucking chicken kebabs.
Dude, once I get my own place, I'm going to get a Traeger. Those things are awesome.
Yeah, are you on the Traeger train?
Oh, dude, since
Oh,
my
yeah,
parents got
Joe.
one, huh?
Oh yeah, Joe.
No.
You're gonna put some elk meat on there too?
Hell no, I'm not gonna eat elk meat. That stuff sucks.
Some DMT smoked elk meat, Joe
DMT
Rogan on
smoked
your
elk
Traeger
meat.
grill.
No,
It cooks it to the perfect temperature.
I don't know about that, man, but it makes good smoked burgers. I've had those before.
I like
off one.
charcoal grills.
Janae, do you know what a Traeger is, or have you been fucking out of the United States for 2.5 years?
No, I know a Traeger is like a $2,000 grill. It's like has a smoker on the side of it,
With
an
pellets.
electric ignition,
It's
pellet system.
You
Yeah.
make fun of people with Traegers, okay? That's what you do, alright? You're either rich and you have a Traeger, or you make fun of rich people with Traegers.
You can get one for like $800.
Oh, you can get one for like $800.
You're acting like it's a 2K thing, man.
No.
Then you
one
gotta
that
buy
bought.
fucking. That's the shit one.
It's
Let's
you
look
gotta
here.
get, like, the good
Let's
one.
look here. Don't even fucking tell me that you can get out of here for 800.
That's just
bucks
like
with the
just the
Traeger
grill part, and I don't think it comes with the pellet system.
No, it comes with the pellets, and it just doesn't come with any pellets. Pellets are fucking expensive, but you can buy them in bulk from like Costco for cheap. Actually, that's where my parents got the Traeger. They got it from Costco for like $400.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because for some reason Costco will just randomly. It's like, oh yeah, we have a Traeger in. $450, and we'll give you like 2 fucking manure-sized bags of pellets with it.
Does it got the Wi-Fi?
Why the fuck do you need Wi-Fi on a Traeger?
Because that's the whole point of the is a Traeger, to be honest with you.
Yeah, dude. I'm
What?
looking at
That's
it, and
literally
it's
the
$2
whole point of
grand
it.
from Traeger's website.
Yeah, it's the whole point of Traeger grills.
Is they have Wi-Fi.
Is it literally you control it all from your phone? If you don't get the cheap one,
Oh,
you control the heat, you control the auger that pushes pellets through.
I got you. So it's
you,
like the
you
Tesla.
control
of-
your heat in your grill, and it measures through infrared cameras the temperature of your meat, and will stop it at the perfect temperature.
Okay, I've never seen.
So
this
that's
thing.
the whole point of Traeger grills. Now you
Okay.
got, I'm gonna be blank here. Your family got like the fucking Corolla of Traeger.
We probably did.
Dude, this is like the
Dude,
Toyota
Corollas are
Tercel
awesome, man.
right here. You know what I
you're
mean?
just
Like,
you're describing to me like the Tesla of grills, and it's just
that's
like,
what Traeger's
I
supposed
know.
to be.
And I'm just sitting there thinking it's like, well, it's like a tube and a spinny thing that moves pellets through it,
No,
and you have to
dude,
like
a true Traeger,
manually
a
turn
true
and flick.
Traeger grill. You do it all in your house from your fucking app on your phone.
Okay.
It's like your pork's a little cold and it might not cook it in time. Do you want to add some more pellets? And you're like, yeah, man, fucking like.
Okay, yeah, I've never done anything like that. They got the whole manual like bag next to it with the cup.
You got the poor man's
We got the
Traeger.
poor man's Traeger.
God damn it! You don't.
Yeah, dude.
really
Even the
have a
cheapest
Traeger.
Traeger right now is $900.
Yeah, no, we got like the Costco poor man's Traeger that just is basically a grill that
I
you
think
can also
I think
smoke
you
with.
got I think you got a Pro, 572.
Props.
But that's 572 square inches of cooking area.
I
That's
want
still
you
a
to- I
really
want
that's
you
still
to
an
know-
excellent grill.
I want you to know
Still an
something
excellent
about
grill,
Junaid right
but it's
now,
just small.
is he'll
Blur.
really start getting you with numbers and details about shit that nobody cares
I know,
about.
I'm just sitting here. It's like it says.
And he'll just be
Traeger
like,
on
it's
it.
the 572 now. If you would have went for the 573, now the 572 has a boxer engine.
Mhm.
And you don't want the boxer engine, okay, because it pushes back and forth in this certain way. So you don't want to go with that.
Yeah, I only
You
know
know,
that
Connor
it
and I
says-
both have boxer engines.
That's true. We do actually.
Do you know how many years I've been listening to you bitch about boxer engines?
I know, and then I bought one. I like it. I like the boxer engine.
Subi.
15 years at least I've been listening to you bitch about boxer engines. Probably closer to like
Yeah, I know, and then I bought one.
6. Yeah.
The only downside of this thing is that every time I fucking hit one of the Utah style streets, I have to like afterwards get out and kick my bumper back in place.
I think that's a problem with. Wait, you keep hitting the bumper?
Yeah, because like a lot of streets are built in a way is that it's like, okay, here's the street going down, like the sidewalk going down to the street, but we're gonna put like a almost half-foot dip in between the sidewalk and the street. So you're just gonna hit your bumper.
Bro, he's got mad stands.
Oh, okay.
I need
That's
to get
funny.
my vehicle elevated.
He's got hella stance on his car. Everybody, we're getting out of here,
The
boys.
unintentional
It's been a
lowrider
fucking
Subaru.
fantastic hour. Fuck y'all. Eat a dick if you don't like the Prepared for Nothing podcast. Have a good day.
Except for if you're in Belgium, you don't need to
Dude, Brussels. No